Peace. What's up, family, friends? Dominic D. Hargrove here, president and founder of Slight Edge Performance Program. We continue our video series focusing on the cutting edge mind and brain sciences. And you know, we've been talking about and really keep sending me your questions. I really love the feedback I'm getting. Remember to email me at iamtheslightedge@gmail.com. And once again, my background is athletic trainer, college football player, training athletes, really focusing on physical development. But here we've decided to take the program up a notch and to focus on inward parts, specifically how the brain works, and specifically connecting the dots to why your body is the temple of God. And we're focusing here on a singular organ in the center of your human brain called the pineal gland. And we know the pine cone is one of the biggest symbols in mythology and in theory dealing with this powerful, mysterious gland in your head. Now, this video is what is the endocrine system? Very important, because as we focus on the pineal gland, we're also focusing on all the systems of the human body, how they work together in balance and unison to help you function as a human being with a soul, and to really understand this thought world we live in and how spirit and thought and invisible things interface with our physical reality all the way to your cellular level. So what is the endocrine system? The endocrine system is the collection of glands of an organism, human being. Also animals have endocrine system as well. So the endocrine system is the collection of glands of an organism, human being, that secrete hormones directly into the circulatory system to be carried towards distant organs. The phenomenon of biochemical processes serving to regulate distant tissues by means of secretions directly into the circulatory system is called endocrine signaling. So these different signals in the endocrine system. The major endocrine glands include the pineal gland, pituitary gland, the pancreas, ovaries, testes, the thyroid gland, the parathyroid gland, and the adrenal glands. And once again, these are things you want to look up on your own, do your own research, just like I do. It's a lot of knowledge and a lot of information pertaining to how the kingdom of God works, which is within you, which is the systems of your human body that produces your reality. The endocrine system is an information signal system like the nervous system. So once again, when we talk about the purpose of eating, even eating fruits and vegetables, eating freshwater fish, or even if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, the purpose of eating is to communicate to the body. Point blank, simple as that. The essentials of life. Even Elijah Muhammad, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, has a book called Eat to Live, very educational book. And I'm also going to give you some books to reference this information that I'm giving you. In vertebrates, the hypothalamus is the neural control center for the endocrine system. So the hypothalamus region of your brain is very important in controlling the neural, when we talk about the brain, how the electrochemical functions of the brain in your body. Very important to understand and know. Okay, so we're talking about biochemical processes, ultimately biochemical processes of thought, spirit, soul, and mind, and how it interfaces with your human body. Let's keep growing. The word endocrine derives from the Greek endo, which means inside or within. And the last word, krinin, so endocrine, the other Greek word krinin, to separate, to distinguish. So what it's talking about is something inside, dealing with all the different, you have the circulatory system, all the different other systems of the body, but referring to inside and something that differentiates or makes it very unique. Okay, we are focusing on the endocrine glands in the human head and neck. So the endocrine system, like we said, pancreas, testes, all through the body, functioning as a balance in a whole system. But what we're focusing on is the endocrine glands from your neck up to your head. Very important. So let's talk about it. The hypothalamus gland, okay, which secretes dopamine. Dopamine is a very important biochemical substance that your body naturally produces. It's a chemical compound in the body, and it's a neurotransmitter. So we've talked about neurotransmitters and how they transmit and communicate electrochemical signals in the brain, neurotransmitters, how the brain communicates all through the body. It's a neurotransmitter and a precursor of other substances. We're talking about dopamine. And it helps control the brain's reward and pleasure centers. Okay? It helps regulate movement and emotional responses. And it enables us to not only see reward, but to take action to move towards them. So we're talking about how the brain functions, dealing with hormones, feelings, thoughts, and the information signaling system within your human body. Okay, so another important endocrine gland is the thyroid gland. Very important when it comes to communication, and we're also going to have a video talking about that energy center, also known as the throat chakra. Pineal gland, another very important endocrine gland. It secretes melatonin out of the pineal gland. We have a video talking about what is melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone produced in the pineal gland, and it helps regulate sleep and wakefulness. And melatonin, which secretes out of the pineal gland, also is involved in entrainment and synchronization of circadian rhythms. So we know the circadian rhythms is dealing with the rhythm of how your heart beats, and dealing with the rhythm of your heart and the pace of your heart, and how those, once again, biochemical signals and communicational signals in your body, dealing with your thought and your mindset, are regulating. Okay, so what we're talking about is the neurons, the cells, the molecules, the atoms in your human body serve as a spirit, soul, and mind interface. So when we talk about hormones, neurotransmitters, thought, invisible thought interfaces what, and spirit interfaces or communicates or analogs with what we call cells and atoms in our body. Okay, pituitary gland, okay, is very important in secreting the growth hormones. So this is the endocrine system. Make sure you do more research on this subject. As far as spiritual, practical uses of what we see in the Bible, when it talks about in Matthew 21:13, Jesus said, "My house should be called a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves." So I'm very focused on people coming into the consciousness of the purpose of their human body. It's not just to throw a Nike brand on it or a Reebok brand on it, or to go to work all day and to use this physical body to make money. But this physical body is the temple of God. It's like your cell phone. It's like a tower. It's like a communication device to God and with God and through God and as God. I am. So coming into the knowledge and connecting the dots of why our body is the temple of God. Another one of my favorite scriptures is 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit dwells in you. Okay, so once again, this video was what is the endocrine system. I'm going to have more information. It's just a lot of information to give away. Remember to email me at iamtheslightedge@gmail.com. Would love to hear some of your questions. Click my link down here in my YouTube description box. Get access to my vitamin shop, where I have created my own supplement program dealing specifically with brain health, omega-3 fatty acids like DHA and EPA, B12 vitamins, and phytonutrients, multi-minerals, and multivitamins that specifically help your brain, focusing on that pineal gland and the secretions and the hormones and the neurotransmitters that it secretes as you communicate to your body, and your body communicates out to your physical reality. All right, Dominic D. Hargrove, see you on the next video. Peace.